All right, starting with the top story, the Supreme Court will now fix July 28th as the next day for the hearing on the matter of the Election Commission's special intensive revision of Bihar electoral rolls ahead of assembly elections in the state. Meanwhile, the Election Commission has to file its reply and all the parties have to complete their arguments before the 28th of July. This comes after a major update following today's hearing, wherein the court was told that the Commission is ready to consider Aadhaar card as a document. Sambhav, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details about this. Sambhav, of course, the court has already said, why is this so close to the elections?
Well, absolutely. So, court has questioned both petitioners on one hand and the Election Commission of India on the other hand on different aspects, including one that is of Aadhaar and other voter ID cards and different other aspects. Also, the top court bench led by Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia questioned the Election Commission of India especially, and here as we speak the top court is passing the order. See, this very crucial submissions made, and now the Supreme Court is passing the order, and here the Supreme Court has identified three important main challenges. This is what the bench is saying, and the first challenge is of the Election Commission of India's power to conduct a special intensive revision. That is the bone of contention, SIR. This particular exercise, the Supreme Court has identified three important challenges. One is the conduction of this SIR and the procedure adopted and the timing. So timing, procedure adopted, and Election Commission's power to conduct this SIR. This is what the Supreme Court has noted in its order. So these are the three bone of contention. These are the three main challenges. Also, the court has directed that the matter be listed for detailed hearing on July 28th before the appropriate bench, and also the Election Commission will file its counter affidavit within 1 week and any rejoinder by the petitioner. So many petitions are being filed in the Supreme Court. Now the top court has asked to file any rejoinder by the petitioner if they want to file any rejoinder, and that must be filed before 28th of July. So the next date of a hearing, the breaking news here is July 20, the next date of crucial hearing, because the hearing today, the hearing underwent for over 3 hours, pre-lunch and post-lunch, 1 hour post-lunch, before lunch. So around 3 hours of detailed hearing happened in the Supreme Court, and now the top court bench of Justice Dhulia has come up with this order. The bench has also recorded Election Commission of India's submission that the list of 11 documents is not exhaustive, and that documents like Aadhaar, very important here, the court has noted Aadhaar, voter ID cards, ration cards will also be considered. That is what the Supreme Court has said. I mean, as secondary documents maybe, but that should also be considered somewhere. Also, the petitioners have not sought any stay. Draft electoral roll is scheduled for release on August 1st, 2025, after the next hearing of the court. So the important observations made by Supreme Court in its detailed order, the Supreme Court order, the pointers see the challenges. There are challenges. One is the Election Commission invasive review. This one, the other is procedure adopted, that is under question, under scanner, and the third one is the timing of this particular exercise by Election Commission of India. When the hearing was going on in the Supreme Court this morning, the bench questioned again and again to the Election Commission of India about why this timing is, about the timing of this particular exercise, because Bihar's assembly elections are around the corner, so that it's Election Commission of India 2, 3 and 24 gives a right senior advocate Rakesh Trivedi, who appeared for Election Commission of India, put detailed argument for the Election Commission of India and said that Article 324 and 326 of Indian Constitution gives Election Commission of India, which is a constitutional body, it right to conduct similar exercises. So the bench again asked the Election Commission's counsel, then what is this special intensive review? What exactly is this exercise? So in a detailed argument, Election Commission of India elaborated these things, and also why Aadhaar is not a proof of citizenship. A long hearing happened over this also, and Aadhaar could be a secondary or substitute to the to other document, but cannot be the proof of citizenship. What the Election Commission of India has said, and this hearing, a very crucial hearing ahead of Bihar elections, paved a way in a way. I mean, now the Election Commission of India will file its counter affidavit in the top court before 2028. July is going to be the next date of crucial hearing in Supreme Court. And also, if we talk about the deal that's being made this morning, senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who argued extensively against this particular exercise of Election Commission of India, said that this is discriminatory in exercise. This is a discriminatory exercise. This exercise will discriminate poor and marginalized. They take their right to vote and right to enfranchise. This is an exercise to disenfranchise them. So these were the arguments, important argument made by senior advocate Kapil Sibal. On the other hand, senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi questioned this exercise and said that it somewhere questions the basic structure doctrine. Now, the basic structure doctrine is very important. They talked about, I mean, it's such a important doctrine that Supreme Court in Keshwanand Bharti case of 1970 laid down this particular doctrine of basic structure. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi questioned this election commission's of exercise or SIR exercise as a violation of the basic structure doctrine itself. So these were the arguments. And also senior advocate Gopal Subramanian also questioned the election commission's exercise, and also Brinda Grover advocate also questioned this exercise, and later on election commission replied everything in detail. Senior advocate Rakesh Trivedi was there, senior advocate Maninder Singh was there for election commission of India. They replied things in detail. Now the next date of hearing, a crucial hearing, is to happen on July 28th. It is to be seen what happens next, whether the Supreme Court will stay this particular exercise or pave the way for the election commission in a way to conduct this exercise. And also the contentions raised by these petitioners, everything is to happen now on July 20th. July 20th is going to be very crucial for this particular exercise. For this, I mean, July 20th is going to be very crucial for as the Supreme Court bench will decide about the future of this particular exercise.
And some of the courts have also suggested that this is a good exercise. It makes sense, but do it separately from this election which is going to take place in Bihar. And obviously the Election Commission will have to think of a suitable reason for doing it right now.
Well, absolutely, Vinith, you are rightly pointing out the things. See, the bench of Justice Dhulia has made it very clear, in a democracy, such kind of exercises, we cannot curtail Election Commission of India's power. That's very clear. As the Supreme Court has said that the Election Commission of India is having certain powers, we are not curtailing those powers. However, the bone of contention, as the Supreme Court has put it in the order also, the main contention here is the Election Commission of India's power to conduct this special intensive review, this SIR particular exercise, and also the timing of this exercise just ahead of the Bihar elections. So these are the bone of contention. However, these kind of exercises or other exercises of Election Commission of India, are very important for a democracy and for voting purpose. This the bench was very clear. Bench has said it clearly, and very clearly bench has said that such exercises of the Election Commission of India for electoral and other exercises are very important and crucial for for this democracy, any democracy. However, question the time of this particular exercise.